even though we've seen harmonization in regulations globally, we're still not at the point where regulations are completely harmonized over the globe. So that means that, especially in vigilance, which is a highly regulated area, we're very often inspected. We need to make sure that we are covering all of the regulations coming from the different countries. So there are a few strategies we can implement to make sure that we're doing that in an effective way. So the first thing that I would recommend would be to perform a risk analysis of your vigilance operations, implement a risk management plan, and from that, develop your regulatory surveillance strategy to make sure that you aren't performing too little or too much regulatory surveillance. So too little meaning you're not compliant, but too much meaning you are having too much of a burden in terms of workload. So we're trying to find that middle ground where we can still rationalize to an inspector, for example, why we are doing our regulatory surveillance in that way. The second point would be to harmonize your operational processes. So this means that you're going to be having standard ways of working where your team members know exactly what they need to do. The risk of human error is minimized, so the risk of non-compliance also minimized. And you can standardize your way of checking the performance of your processes, which means that you can course correct midway if you need to. And the third point would be really to embrace AI and automation. So a human could never be replaced. Our brains are too unique and powerful, but AI and automation should be a partner for a human to reduce the burden of the everyday grinding tasks. So this will ensure efficiencies in your processes. So making sure you're cost effective, but also making sure that your teams are remaining engaged. They're not doing all of those boring repetitive tasks. They're doing the things that light them up in their activities.